gunfights on the way probably, pero one player of top 5 has been knocked down, as you can see. I don't know, somehow they can have that one player recovered from the middle towards the middle of the circumstance, and then nagkamera knockdown yung one player natin all the way from slot 4 probably, or slot Barracuda, slot 8. Pero the one guy though from our slot 5 is crying out loud for some sort of help and having himself revived the deal. Alright, DP natin dito, man, one player from slot 5 is being a prisoner of those other players from our slot TWs or mga DP natin dito. No one is annihilating the one player still. One player is gonna be having the one player rescue, but no one most definitely did that. Every player from slot 5 will be having those vengeance that hindi dito sa mga slot 6 natin dito. If knockdown, then one little who got knocked down, and right now stat 5 and being picked up from the side of my player natin all the way from our stat 21 versus our player from stat 24. Again, outnumbered by one of my player natin dito against those other players. Playing the 4 players gameplay right now, they're gonna be outnumbered by 2 because of that annihilation na nakuha ng mga stat 50 starting out from them. TQ, the 𝖬𝐿 should knock down the players natin dito all the way from stat 21. Maybe perhaps that 24 is not even down to the last man standing. Out front, on the other hand, everyone is opening fire, throwing those stakes towards the third floor. Could not be one play, not si 𝐾𝐍𝐍. But again, he able to dodge those fire. He's gonna my play, not even the win from stat 21, and backing down. And man, they are not in that. The devil waiting for this one play to pop out. Instead, waiting for those men behind him. They're gonna be working there with one play from stat. TQ definitely waiting for him, using that 𝖬𝐿 shotgun, pump shotgun, even when they're waiting for this one play to pop out. Instead, they're waiting for those men behind him. They're gonna be working there with one play from stat. TQ definitely waiting for him, using that 𝖬𝐿 shotgun, pump shotgun, even when they're able to get his neck down easily to the side of stat 21. Need the one player most definitely make his move and went up towards the second floor, where he's definitely planning to have those amps shut out from those 4 players gameplay. Stat 21, one by one. But again, the one player who got knocked down has been recovered and getting immediately. And from the open side, the one that earlier came in from our slot 4. Everyone from our slot 6 and slot Barracuda versus those other players who's been having the engagement here. Pero Barracuda most definitely won the 4-4 situation versus those men from our slot DPs. One player though from our slot Barracuda has been annihilated, and one player has been knocked down. Second in the line to have the battle with probably yung mga slot 21 moment versus our slot Morris. Responding na rin yung mga slot 18s natin na from the knockdown na nakuha ng mga player natin dito all the way slot 18 versus slot 17s. Vice versa, no knockdown happen pa rin dito sa side. Pero as of now, exchange of casualty most definitely begun. One down, one eliminated dito sa side ng mga slot 18. So as our slot 17s natin, no one is gonna be backing down after the bloodshed. Most definitely those men or both squad most definitely got another one fight sa dust dito sa side ng mga slot 17s natin. Little do they know that those other players from slot 18, that's why they're not pushing him. Someone or some players are now having those higher ground grab for them to be able to have those tag down easy dito sa side ng mga slot 17s natin. But right now, inside of this gas station na rin yung mga player natin yung Harp talking themselves right now way out from those bullets sa mga slot 18 from slot 18 natin. You have no plan on waiting for those men from our slot 17 to pop out one by one. They're gonna be having those up rin. We will be driving by dito sa air na the first of sort of members. Pero one guy again from our slot 18 half, he has been knocked down versus our slot 9. So the knockdown na nakuha ng mga player natin dito. Slot 9 versus those men from slot 15. Everyone is moving forward inside of the location. Searching kung nasa yung mga slot 15 natin. Area ng mga player natin dito sa slot 15 is well planted. Pero one player there from slot 15 has been knocked down in the front. About to Hammers versus those slot 9. One player about to knocked down dito sa side ng mga slot 9 natin dito. Pero not today. One player from slot 9 got down. One player from slot 15 run over by his 𝖬𝐿. Last man, 8 dalit. Ito gumagalaw din now. Somehow, he can give some aid to those men from slot 15 who got knocked down. Pero right now, he's now going for the replenishing moment. Is gonna be having himself rejuvenate first before he's gonna be having one-on-4 situation. But I don't know, somehow he can take play not in all the west. Location being compromised by one player from slot 9. Pero from the slow pop, they're gonna want him up play not dito all the way to slot 7. Everyone is attempting to have their decoy na rin dito. They first and stop those knockdowns. We're going to be craving dito the type of slot natin. It's the mouse line as the playing those scopes and throughout the scope up to the one mga play natin dito from slot 7. Slot 7 is gonna be having those back and view. The most slot 9 natin to have those knockdown. Pero as you can see now, one thing definitely attempt and the Rosie beyond of the enemy line, which is sa likudan ng mga slot 9 natin dito has been figured out. He got himself executed. Last man standing na lang them dito sa side yung mga slot 7. Looks to me a game plan of those slot 7 are not working accordingly versus the slot 9 natin dito. Slot 9 most definitely figured out kung saan rin magpapop up there sa play natin dito. Slot 7, one play ng slot 7 and now being cornered by those men from our slot 9 by one guy almost got knocked down from that open fight in their jump shot. If it wasn't from the one play was between those men from slot 20s and maybe they're gonna be attempting them to make their knock down before they're gonna be bailing out totally din sa location kung nasan sila. Pero din na sa those slot 20 natin din may spotted na rin some movement coming from those slot 3s and the fight is on. Slot 20s and picking this compared kung nasan yung one play natin si Lucy where those men from slot 20s and now passing through. Slot 25, close by lang din sa area kung saan nagkakamera ng plan on how they can take those men down one by one. But again, tingnan natin dito sa Meldo. Dahil yung down after all, slot 6, slot 6, slot 3 na kids. Ano working for those slot natin mga slot 11, slot 6 so safe having the goal dito sa side ng mga slot 11. Slot 2 men down and down dito sa side ng mga slot 6 natin. Right now, he's now battling. He's now trying to survive from those other players from slot 11 cents. You can see one player going for that team play. While the one player was not where those out from those perimeter kung nasaan naka-shoulder or naka-cover position yung one guy natin dito all the way from slot 8 natin. Maybe slot 8 natin dito planning na rin to finish this situation maybe even versus those other players from slot 11 pero not today. Those men has been annihilated right now from the game. They definitely knew that the blue zone is going to be touching their skin and they're moving to it somehow. One to the corner. One player has been knocked down. No one attempting to have the down the road towards one player who's been knocked towards the one guy from Stanford natin to work his way inside of the compound. Kung nasa one guy natin dito all the way spotted. But again, that one player who that definitely got his knocked down dito sa side ng Stanford natin dito has been knocked down na rin. And he'll now trying his best to survive here in the second floor where those other players will stop for are now clearing those corners. Out from those perimeter kung nasaan naka-shoulder or naka-cover position yung one guy natin dito all the way from slot 8 natin. Maybe slot 8 natin dito planning na rin to finish this situation maybe even versus those other players from slot 11 pero not today. Those men has been annihilated right now from the game. They definitely knocked her proudly pero again sobrang far enough to one another at the same time ng mga slot 11 natin for them to be able to have like wait somehow slot 14 will be getting the time down pero again ginagawa ng mga slot 11 natin one player roughly it's the left side corner kung nasa mga slot 14 natin and the other one slot 11 ano opening fire wide dito naman sa right side corner kung nasa mga slot 14 natin by somehow one player blue from our slot 11 and slot 14 push all the way to the left side corner. One guy though from a style 11 will be having his upper hand to put those two men down right away. Nowhere to run yung mga player natin dito as you can see all the way from Stanford being neutral na rin dito and giving no choice but to location na yung sobrang high, sobrang taas yung lugar na yun na isa most definitely you can get your knock down but from that motion, I mean from that moment and from that distance you're gonna be able to send that one player sa lobby right there pero one player from slot FTs has been knocked down by yours truly all the way from our slot ABGs. If only we can pull up there right now dito sa side ng mga slot 24 natin. Patty Morton, one guy though from slot 6 has been knocked down to higher ground and slot 29 but what's bigger is higher ground. They can need those more of them and need a one player out of the left slot that way making sure that no one's getting that one player to cover. No one is getting snitching their whereabouts. Got one guy from the top of the team and then down inside the side trying to survive of the situation even though that 4 players gameplay are even on the cage brother down now from the game. 300 situation because the natin ako ng mga player at right now the gunfight is on. Gunfight for yung mga play natin dito from the slap. 15 easy for them to be able to pick those men up. Pero the blue zone, I know having it different angles, different location, those men from our slap 15. I know opening fire to those men from our slap 24 statum. 2 of them has been knocked out in the process. Confused na rin kung nasa yung spot nila dito. Pero 3-on-4 situation, 3-on-2 situation right now. High ground pa rin yung mga player natin dito, broad and wide angle. He is now saying versus those other player from slap 15 who's been having those open fire towards him. Other players from slap 24 and going to the ring around 𝗪𝖏𝐸 after the tag din naglawa ng mga player natin dito all the way from slap 24. Down, opening fire widely pa rin yung mga player natin dito sa slap 15. Are not forgetting this one player from slap 24 who's been the only way kind of the last man standing slap 15's brother there from our slap 24 statum. 2 of them has been knocked out in the process. Confused na rin kung nasa yung spot nila dito. Pero 3-on-4 situation, 3-on-2 situation right now. High ground pa rin yung mga player natin dito, broad and wide angle. He is now saying versus those other player from slap 15 who's been having those open fire towards him. Other players from slap 24 and going to the ring around 𝗪𝖏𝐸 after the tag din naglawa ng mga player natin dito all the way from slap 24. Down, opening fire widely pa rin yung mga player natin dito sa slap 15. Are not forgetting this one player from slap 24 who's been the only way kind of the last man standing sa slap 15 natin. Even though sobrang sama or sobrang hindi maganda yung position ng mga stat 15s natin dito, still they definitely got those snags that they definitely needed dito sa side ng mga stat 24 stat 1 played over stat 24. This is Chacha towards those 2-man squad from our stat 15s natin dito. They got one down pero yun nga lang. Then, enemy of my enemies, my friend from that rotation, the stat 13 is gonna be doing, they're gonna be having those back and pure liquidad ng mga stat 21 natin. Probably that 11 will be helped ng mga strategies natin. Pero right now, they are running here in the open and still fighting another style where they can have a refuge. That's fine again. Now from 𝖬𝐿𝐸𝐿 stat 13 and they're using high gun pa rin mga stat 1 ng static. Kaya easy peasy for them to be able to be spotting those areas kung nasa ngayon yung whereabouts ng mga players natin. Left side corner, we have a stat 13 couldn't be able to have the decent 2-on-4 situation because of those men from stat 13 starting dito. Maybe stat 1 I don't know, thinking 2 players gameplay from stat 11 and not to the left side, pero no, that is a different squad. Pero one player being consistent kung nasa yung whereabouts magpapop up there sa mga stat 1. Then, enemy of my enemies, my friend from that rotation, the stat 13 is gonna be doing, they're gonna be having those back and pure liquidad ng mga stat 21 natin. Probably 13 will be having their dance number 2-on-4 situations, but I will be able to get it knocked out, inflicting some damage, pero not enough to knock one down pa rin dito sa side ng mga strategies natin. Couldn't be able to inflict maybe some damage dito sa side ng mga stat 21 natin dito sa side ng mga strategies natin. See that no one is opening fire towards those men from stat 21. Instead, they are trying to survive. They are natin. Maganda pa rin ang visual ng mga stat 21 natin. Sa position ng mga strategies natin at 7-1 at opening fire spraying away dito sa location po natin ng mga strategies natin. Shot has been fired, one player from that side being forced to hide himself behind of this tree, pero he has definitely got up ready to put one player from that down. The blue zone, I know how to open and perhaps the blue zone will be taking our boy from the strategy now. Again, will be having their dance. No, getting this knockdown. They definitely came forward dito sa side ng mga stat 𝗕𝗏𝐸 natin. Lower part of the location. Kaya easy picking those men now. One player and a big spot toward the second floor of the house. And one player, the Nyman, almost got himself knocked down in the process of picking those lootouts. Again, stat 13's eye na rin dito are now going towards those men from slap 5 fully turned on. So what we can say is tamang courage sa mga player natin all the way from slap 5. Mistake he did most and definitely had that wild card moment having his lootout towards that wooden bridge until one player was stat 13 most definitely made fire roughly they could knock down toes again. Dito sa tayo mga players all the way from slap 5. 2 more to go for total squad wide for the last man standing. Makiragan na natin gumagalaw. Opening fire, higher ground, opening fire though. Back one player most definitely had been We have our slot 𝖬𝐭 who's been knocked down, but he's now tagging the perimeter where he is now gunners now at dito sa side. The most slot 80s natin. Riverbanks is now posing himself end of the map for possible elimination, but we have our slot GPs annihilating those men from our slot 11 will. Those men has been executed one by one, of course. The most slot 6 natin, pero no knockdown happened, and dito sa side the most slot 6 natin. No need to sacrifice one game in their life for them to be able to win the 4-4 situation. Those men has been taken down by a player from slot 6. Fast-paced engagement, pero Pirata, having those knockdown na rin dito sa side ng mga player. All the way pa Barracuda. Opening fight throughout the area kung natin yung mga slotters natin, different angles. Vulnerable spot maybe, Barracuda natin dito slot 8 most definitely took for him to be able to have those easy knockdown that they definitely need inside the mga slotters natin. We have our slot 𝖬𝐭 who's been knocked down, but he's now tagging the perimeter where he is now gunners now at dito sa side. The most slot 80s natin. Riverbanks is now posing himself end of the map for possible elimination, but we have our slot GPs annihilating those men from our slot 11 will. Those men has been executed one by one, of course. The most slot 6 natin, pero no knockdown happened, and dito sa side the most slot 6 natin. No need to sacrifice one game in their life for them to be able to win the 4-4 situation. Those men has been taken down by a player from slot 6. Fast-paced engagement, pero Pirata, having those knockdown na rin dito sa side ng mga player. All the way pa Barracuda. Opening fight throughout the area kung natin yung mga slotters natin, different angles. Vulnerable spot maybe, Barracuda natin dito slot 8 most definitely took for him to be able to have those easy knockdown that they definitely need inside the mga slot. Now, moving on a big spot towards the one player slot 8 that either one player slot has been knocked down and eliminated at rule na rin dito sa side ng mga slot 8 natin. Pero one player from slot 20 has been knocked down in the process of taking one down dito sa side naman ng mga player natin from slot 8 natin. Even the numbers of players, exchange of casualties knockdown most definitely occurred, pero different story. Still, this one player who got knocked down to be able to take one or to eliminate this one guy, though he's now retreating and he's now luring those men from our slot 8 dito sa side kung nasa yung team squad of our slot 20 natin. Whoever's gonna be ending the one player's life, the one player will be joining the one player down on his knees, which is the one player natin all the way from our slot 8. That's 𝖬𝐵 to be able to, give the finishing touches towards the one player from slot 20 natin dito. Again, he's the one who got knocked out in the process of trying. He's the best to have the one player disintegrated up from the game. Barracuda pa nasan yung mga slot 11 natin dito. Pero sobrang risky. Somehow they're gonna be doing that. They're not gonna be knowing talaga kung nasa yung way about exactly what playing natin dito all the way from slot 11. Somehow, the slot 11 natin dito moving them with players na mamit ng those other players who's gonna be pulling up inside of the jump area. Running around pa rin yung mga player natin dito sa top 4 team, making sure the coast is clear dito sa location kung saan nagkakamera na rin ng on-foot move yung mga top 4 teams natin dito. Pero separately, moving on or moving forward kung nasan yung way about sa mga statistics natin. So as our statistics, checking out those blue zone couriers kung nasan yung way about sa mga play natin earlier ganyan from slot 17. Having their engagement. Another one bites the dust dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot PH versus our slot para last Magalaw on one guy though, going for the 𝐓𝐐𝐖 for a knockdown easy towards those other players from slot Barracuda, pero unfortunately pa nasan yung mga slot 11 natin dito. Pero sobrang risky. Somehow they're gonna be doing that. They're not gonna be knowing talaga kung nasa yung way about exactly what playing natin dito all the way from slot 11. Somehow the slot 11 natin dito moving them with players na mamit ng those other players who's gonna be pulling up inside of the jump area. Running around pa rin yung mga player natin dito sa top 4 team, making sure the coast is clear dito sa location kung saan nagkakamera na rin ng on-foot move yung mga top 4 teams natin dito. Pero separately, moving on or moving forward kung nasan yung way about sa mga statistics natin. So as our statistics, checking out those blue zone couriers kung nasan yung way about sa mga play natin earlier ganyan from slot 17. Having their engagement. Another one bites the dust dito sa side ng mga play natin all the way from slot PH versus our slot para last Magalaw on one guy though, going for the 𝐓𝐻 for a knockdown easy towards those other players from slot Barracuda, pero for bring inside of this location or maybe yung mga slot 7 natin. Pero slot 9 most definitely heard a lot of gunshot sounds coming from Barracuda and also from slot 7 natin. piano at attempting to put themselves inside of this Pirates resort. Regardless, Steve going down. Those members style 11, not the one play no big time well. Almost got himself knocked down from the open fight. Ginawa nila dito sa side. They're mga play natin all the way from Star Nice. 3-on-2 situation, ring around the roses. They're gonna be hiding themselves right now way out from those sides ngayon. Yung mga Star Nice natin. Yeah, man, most definitely Slot 9 figured out. They're gonna be having confrontation first 2-man squad. Slot 7 that they can take down. Pero let's see, Samel, Slot 9 natin. Slot 9 can take our player who's not shutting down niya. But who's gonna be that is the one who's gonna be taken down. Pero one player has gone down from Slot 70 that's been knocked down. Here we go, he's gonna be waiting for those men to pop out using the F-Fault again for a pop round. Those kung nasaan yung player natin those Slot game. And that guy game eliminated out from the game as you can see. Slot 6 natin dito, staying as quiet as possible. Oh, Slot 11 may have pushed our player from Slot 11 now from the ledge. And he's now swimming na rin. Now PJ on the other hand, opening fire widely. Kung nasan yung way above yun, na mga Slot 11s natin dito. May have inflict some damage though, pero from the open fire, Slot 9 most definitely end up doing. They are definitely attracting those other players, which is yung mga statue dito sa natin. Pero another squad, kung nasa yung mga play natin all the way from Kilua on the move, 1v1 situation, those other players stealing those skills that Kilua can get dito sa side. That mga Slot for this natin. Maybe yeah, Kilua natin dito is gonna be stealing those skills na mga Slot natin. Pero he ain't doing the replenishment. Pero he ain't doing the replenishment when he comes up back down inside of the blue zone. The blue zone most fire was gonna be opening fire inside of smoke pop, and the blue zone are giving our style love and destroys. While being eaten alive by the blue zone, couldn't be able to take one along with him. That aside the most starting times that day, the blue zone will be taking him out. That's why he's now focusing on his meds. He's allowing our player of Slot 9, Slot 11 do the charge of decent dito, pero no can do. The Blues are going to win that one. The Blues are most definitely touching Palos repeatedly. The other situation, 2 down to get inside the market, and all the way to Slot 11. Another one, 5 Slot down to get inside the market, and all the way to Slot 9. One situation left and right, going to be able to focus on one direction or target. This is a front side for Nasa, and we'll play that all the way to Slot 9. From the moment one player from Slot 11 got one down, he decided to play that all the way to Slot 9. Those men most definitely went crazy, go for the 1v2 situation. From a Slot HKQ or Slot 11 na them. 4-man squad, Pence, Uno, Uno, Blue, and also we have mate. Kung makakakuha ito, mas malaking iPad, no? Kasi ako lumilito sa akin yung Slot 24-man squad. Slot 6, 14, 2-man versus those 3 and 4 players. Gameplay of our squad. Shots fired against David. Be entering the household to Nash away about the there was a guy all the words last 14. And one player who was not winning and and all the way down. And from the commotion way down, our player from Slot 6 and I'm taking off. While those other players from Slot 14 is that badly wounded, coming from the 2-3 situation earlier versus Slot 20s and no knockdown. Most definitely versus Slot 22s, no knockdown happening for the second time to the side was Slot 21 on them. Pero one player has been knocked down by yours truly all the way from our Slot 22s. Pero couldn't natin dito na get those knockdown, the elimination to the Slot exploded na rin yung mga play natin dito. Explosion or happening dito sa side ng mga Slot 7s natin. One player from Slot BH has been knocked down, which is ganda. Tagging and marking those whereabouts ngayon ng mga play natin all the way from Slot 8. So there is one player from our Slot BH. Si 𝐓𝐐𝐖 natin dito is gonna be having those knockdown that they're gonna be needing dito sa side ng mga barangay natin right now. 1-on-4 situation. No chance but to have those knocked down that they definitely take off from those members of Slot 8. One player has been knocked down, surprise. One player will be open fire. 15 bullets out from the gun. Pero again, before he's gonna be having his reloading moment, he's definitely from peaceful as of now. But because you're knocked down, TQW versus TQWs. execution. It going down at the moment using these boys all the way from Star 4 and Star 5 will be having their gunfight inside of the blue zone. Wolf, on the other hand, has been eradicated of the game by Oscar all the way from Star 5. Everyone is still having those snake throw. Dito sa perimeter kung nasa yung whereabouts possible na mga Star 5, vice versa, and Star 4 is natin. Solo loom na natin dito. Everyone is coming down to solo loom na natin dito. As you can see, everyone's gonna be aiming solo luminous head for them. One player almost got his knockdown explosion towards that Oscar from Star 5, pero he is now missing his throw towards those location kung nasa yung mga Star 5 natin. Other side of the location kung nasa yung 4 men from our Star 5, we have Kenjin, and so 3, 5, 7, 1, 2, 4, that he can get his knockdown in death. Mga pirata natin ng slot 10 where a player of Star 6 and a half. 4-4 situation, 4-4 situation, maybe pero 3-1. Natin he'll use it towards the pull-ups natin ginawa ng mga play natin dito all the way from that place. Here in the upper part, high of Gal where he is now at the 𝖫𝖠𝖠𝖁𝑇𝐁 perimeter kung saan magpa-pop up na yung mga play natin dito all the way from that place. Pero couldn't be able to take those snag on it, definitely fading towards those target of them. Last man standing yung mga play natin dito all the way from Statem na si Madulas Statem na right now no need to move forward kung nasaan yung 4-man squad of our Statem where those from our Statem had been eliminated by those guys all the way from Stat DPs. There's nothing that he can do right now but, you know, to evacuate the area where those members are now. And right now, one low within the side of Mapulian. The last man from Star 4 natin dito. Maybe Star 5 natin dito figured out that someone still inside of the blue zone with them from our Star 4 starting. Maybe they're counting those eliminations that they're getting towards those opponents of theirs. Damage from those Star 5 have stopped it. Now the loading is gone, instead switching is gone towards the fully loaded car for possible knockdown. Dito sa side ng mga Star 5 natin, both player has been damaged from the open fire that he did. Man, he's not gonna be letting those men from Star 5 slide that quick. He's gonna be getting those men's head most definitely, or maybe one player from Star 4 is gonna be putting up a fight versus those men from Star 5. He's gonna be letting those, he's not gonna be letting those men from Star 5. And he's gonna be blowing those scores na mga Star 5 natin dito, hoping that those men will be ending their life inside of the fire. Prediction shots now 5-4. Barracuda on the other hand planning themselves inside of one of this compound. As you can see, everyone is doing that. I don't know why, but everyone is taking their time and then rushing in. And if some of the blue, if there's amount of the blue zone is gonna be having its movement, they're gonna be moving as well. But yeah, he's not moving all the way straight ahead. Kung nasa yung mga Barracuda natin. Instead, he's now taking the left side where those men from Stat 21 are heavily posted. Open ground. He will be hoping for some sort of knockdown in one of the players of our Stat 21s. Barracuda again, left side, back end, we have our Stat 22 natin. 𝐓𝐐𝐖 is amount gonna be taking shot. And the blue zone times 2 hit there, the big open fight at the same time. The most Stat 8 natin kanina, 4-man squad of Stat 18 most definitely open fire natin. Gusto mga plays natin. So now we're Stat 21s. Pero that's every wanted ng mga play natin dito. And instead, they are being open fight at the same time. The mga Stat tackles natin. Being open fight up. Pero yun nga lang, talaga may nagtangong vision na rin yung mga play natin dito from our Barracuda versus our player from Stat 13. Earlier, kanina from the moment Stat 21 most definitely disappeared from those scopes ng mga Stat Barracuda natin dito. Nag-turn agad yung view ng mga Stat Barracuda natin. Away, we're on to the mga player natin. One guy down, another one. That one guy dead. It has been eliminated of the game. No reason to move forward na yung mga play natin dito. Pero I think it's one guy down from Stat 8. Pero Stat 21 can take those. Yeah, the big open fight at the same time. Na most Stat 8 natin kanina. 4-man squad of Stat 18 most definitely open fire natin. Dito mga play natin. So now we're Stat 21s. Pero that's ginawa din ng mga play natin dito. And instead, they are being open-fied at the same time. Ng mga stats na push natin. So, being open-fied pero yun nga lang, talaga may nag-tunnel vision na rin yung mga play natin doon from Barracuda versus our player from stats 13. Earlier, kanina from the moment stat 21, most definitely disappeared from those scopes ng mga stats Barracuda natin dito. Nag-turn agad yung view ng mga stats Barracuda natin away. We're on with the mga player natin. One guy down, another one, that one guy dead. It has been eliminated of the game. No reason to move forward na rin yung mga play natin dito. Pero I think it's one guy down from slot 8. Pero slot on the one can take those. Yeah, the big open.
Squatterhouse Gaming. Heto na sa laban, di ka uurungan ng mga malupit sa milay. Sumabay, sabay ka sa beat at lahat magingay. Malabuhawi pag bumakbak, sa pandinig lahat isaksak. Pag di ka tumago ako'y asintado, ito'y aprobado, ika'y sagalpak. May lalim at lawak, galawang mahusay. May tutok lumapat, galawang matibay. Lihitimunggang, kami ang patunay. May tutok sa clash, kaya kung tumibay sambala ka lang. Yan ang sigurado, galawan na smooth. Medyo agresibo, maingat na kilos na parang plinano. Sadyang palaban, yan ang Pilipino. Solido bumanat, tapat ka sa sentro. Sabay na sa game, basag ka sa flame. Kapag bumalasa, pasok to sa lasa. Lihitimong bara, wasak ka sa main.
Subukan mang umiwas ay di ka makakatakas. Sigurado ko sa pulat, lahat ay malalakas. At wala matitira kung di kami lang malakas. Huwag ka boy umasa na kami ay mapitas. Gamay ko na ito kaya malabo mga paa. Babatukan lang kita hanggang ikaw ay madapa. Dudurugin lang kita, sabay tipi sa muka. Ewan ko na lang kung tatalog sa tuwa. Asa ka sa tiyamba na kami inyo madali. Tirang talikuran ay alis tuto palagi. Ibahin mo kami pare pag kami ang umatake. Di basta-basta padali kaya huwag ka makapante. Baka di mo kilala isa ito sa malakas. Motivational speaker panapat ko sa alas. Sila lang taga-utas na magandang matigas. Walang kinakatakutan labanan hanggang wakas. Legit na veterano sa paggamit ng baril. Di nagbimintis, asintado kumitil. Kabilang to sa pinakamahusay na dapat mo igalang dahil di mo kalibel. Kung di ka kalibel, panoorin mo na lang. Mga shoutcaster, tanggapin mo na lamang. Mga sharpshooter, kami lang ang sakalam. Lagi last hater, kaya iyak talunan. Mga tira nyo kasi hindi inaasinta. Tapos yung isang kasama mo nag-aasim pa. Kaya payo ko sa'yo, sige mag-practice pa.